family member will just be looking for small attention. All you need to do is show a little more love. But no, pride will not let you. Ego.
And sometimes
ego will not let
some
you.
people are needing too much.
And sometimes some people are just bullies.
You want too much.
They can't try to be nice.
You can't
but you'll be
me
showing
so
them
much.
love. Oh. Meanwhile, they will not want to show you the love back.
And that is why, as a family radio station, we have conversations like these on radio to ensure that we touch base with some of the issues that are happening in families today. We get a ton of messages to say, oh, this is what I'm going through. Please help. I need to get another perspective as to what the situation is with me. And I don't know how to go about it. And that's why we're here.
Yes, so.
But guess what? It's not us that used to do it. It's you.
It's you.
You
are the real family members.
You are the real
we
family
are just
member.
the intermediary. We are just here moderating the panel while you are sharing thoughts. Because you see, your points of view, they say in the multitude of counsel, there is wisdom. So in hearing all the parts, we never... If you notice, we actually never say do exactly this or that at the end of the day. But we do have conversations that lead up to, and we always tell the person who's listening, who's involved in the situation, take from all of this and decide what you will, knowing the particularities of your condition or situation and the people involved.
That's right.
Having said that, it's time to visit a matter. Now, apparently, this matter is a response to something that we talked about on Monday.
Yes. We touched base with a particular young man who a lot of people called in on the show to encourage, seeing that he's been going through, he's the first of 4 siblings. His parents are late and life hasn't been the most beautiful. And we talked about how one of his colleagues, when a vendor had come in to sell something to them at the office, because he works in a financial institution, had said, oh, leave him, he's very stingy to himself, and he dresses like a pauper. And it broke him to the point where he had to send us a message to say, Gita Goddess, Chioma BBB, I feel so sad that these people don't understand what I'm going through. I don't know what to do. Do I need to keep up my standards so that they would see me in a certain way?
But for my unavailability, this one hit home particularly.
Right.
And I did tell you that I just couldn't make it to be here. But owing to that, someone has sent us a message that we need to look at and try to help this person. It reads, I was listening to Family Matters on Monday and it made me write this to you. My case is a little different. It's about my friend. He makes 3 times more than I do and even has a lucrative side hustle. But for some reason, he's always calling in to ask for financial favors and loans. And the worst part is that I'm always begging him to pay back the loans. Financial favors, because sometimes he would ask me to do some things for him that would cost me money. And I honestly don't have a problem with that. I mean, we're friends. I don't know what he spends his money on, but he's living above his means. I feel uncomfortable about asking him for my money. I mean, we are guys. He's supposed to understand now. And on top of that, when he does pay, he sends in the money in trickles. How do I get this to stop? Would it be fair to stop borrowing him altogether? Also, how do I help him manage his financials better? What do I do? Layers on layers on layers. Now, on
First of all, I want to say that you're a really good friend.
He is.
Who's going beyond just saying, I want my money back, to saying, I want to help this friend of mine.
He is.
For the fact that your friend earns 3 times more than you and would still come back to ask you for money and ask for favors and ask for loans. What are you doing with your money, darling?
This table.
Are you working on a project that is taking tons and tons of money from you? But even at that, does your friend need to beg you to send money?
No. Even if you're working on a project, you don't go chop. You don't go do the basic necessities.
Take care of yourself.
Now, the layers of this. So we're going to open the phone lines already, so you can chime in at any point in time.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to sort of try to dissect the story. The number to call is
0705 6900927. 0705 6900927, or you can call the number 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711 is yet another number to call to be a part of the show, or you can call the number 0802 9788 003. 080297880003. To send a WhatsApp message, you can send a voice note on WhatsApp. You can call us on WhatsApp. You can send us messages on WhatsApp as well. It's to 070569000927.
Now, in this guy's case, number one issue, he said his friend makes 3 times his salary. I love that so when someone says that, the first thing that a lot of people will be thinking is, why are you counting his money for him? Or are you envious of the fact that he makes 3 times your salary? But clearly, this guy doesn't. He says he makes 3 times more than I do. And even on top of that, has a lucrative side hustle. But all of these monies he's making, for some reason, he's still always calling in to ask for financial favors now
and loans.
And he said the way he described the financial favors is that you ask him to do something for him that will cost him money. So of course he's not collecting that money back. That is just a favor. That's minus loans that he will now call the friend. So let's call them Ken and should I
find another name?
Why? What's wrong with Ken?
Bayo and Tade. Bayo and Emeka.
No, they have to be English names because I don't want to get into intertribal war. Dan and Dennis.
Collins. Okay.
Dan and Dennis.
Yeah. Dennis and Collins.
Dennis and Collins. Yes, boss.
Okay. Dennis and Collins.
So who is Collins? Who's Dennis?
Dennis is the one that is the friend that is sending us this message. So Dennis sent us a message.
So Dennis sent us a message about Collins. Apparently, Collins, his friend, makes 3 times his salary, and on top of that, has a side hustle that makes him extra money. Dennis himself, simple going guy. They work in work, in money no plenty. However, Collins, with the 3 times salary and side hustle, will still come and ask Dennis to do him favors, of course, for free. That will cost Dennis, and then on top of that, to still now collect loan. Hey, Alpha, Dennis, I don't say you don't do me that favor, but no face. Let me arrange like 50K.
Yeah,
arrange like 20K.
I want to quickly pay for something at the supermarket, but my card is not going to. Could you just help me wire the money too?
You know the worst part? He said the worst part is that I will always now be begging him to pay me back. Let me tell you, I don't like borrowing money. I don't personally, as a personal rule, I don't like to borrow money. If I am broke, and so broke I don't have food at home, the only thing I will call, and I hate that to be very close friend, I'll say, come and dash me money. And I would be open-minded to you saying no or laughing over it.
Right.
I will do with what I have. However, it's one thing to take a loan from someone. It's another thing for me to now beg you to pay me the money that you took, that you said I'll give you back in 2 weeks.
And he had pointed out something saying that he himself doesn't know how to ask.
I don't know how to ask.
I don't know how to ask. Once I lend you money, and that's why a lot of people out there would say, you know what, just give money that you can let go of.
Yeah, but you see,
don't borrow. If someone asks you, oh guy, I beg you transfer 10K to me, and you get the 10K, send down 5K, because just give us that money. The 5K is just gone. You can find 5K somewhere else. How many times
am I going to dash you money though?
But guess what? In this case, I'm even seeing that aside from him being uncomfortable, there are guys like, let's talk over the like, oh guy, I beg if you just send me that money with you, I don't need to ask you for you to send me back my money. You know you owe me.
Oh wait, that's not the problem. Alone, I will beg you to give me my money. You now give me my money in trickles,
in small bits. I send you 50K, they send me 5K.
Somebody's calling us. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, Mr. Ben, I suspect that you please call us back.
What could Collins be doing with his money?
He has the same question. He said, I don't know what he spends his money on, but he's living above his means. So I feel uncomfortable about asking for money. He says, we are guys. He's supposed to understand now. And on top of that, when he does get around to pay, he'll be paying in trickles.
You know, when you live above your means, see, you will be making financial decisions in a wimp because you have to keep up with the lifestyle.
You'll be making it on a whim. Straight up. Hello, good morning.
Beautiful smile.
Mr. Ben, good morning.
Mr. Ben, good morning.
Beautiful spaces with beautiful smile. What do you expect from beautiful spaces? Beautiful smile.
Mr. Ben, good morning.
To put on a beautiful smile.
Right.
Aww.
That's me now. If I'm smiling, it's like I'm crying.
I'm
Mr.
sure
Ben,
it's not
stop.
like
Mr.
that,
That's
Mr.
not true.
Mr. Ben. I'm sure it's not like that.
Okay.
You have a beautiful
I believe
heart.
in miracle.
Oh.
I believe in miracle.
How's our peculiar?
How's your daughter? How's
How's
peculiar?
peculiar?
She's fine.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, to the
Mr.
meat of the
Ben.
matter.
This guy, their level of, he's just a colleague, he's not his friend. Let him not call him his friend, he's a colleague. Because if he's your friend, you will know how he spends his money, you know what is going on.
That's why he says he just knows he spends above he lives above his means.
No, yeah, somebody that you know is earning 3 times more than you and he's collecting money from you. I think it's supposed to go and spend weekend with him now. You will discover so many things. Know whether the type of friends that visit him, know the things they consume. Whether it's also expensive substance. You know the people that visit him. Know the way they lavish. You know, there are things you will discover if you spend with him. But I don't think he's not this guy is not he's not executing any good project. He's just consuming that fund, either substance. If he's into jewelry, these are the things that take money, jewelry. You will see the jewelry on his body now. You see golden wristwatch, you see necklace. If he's into designers, you will see expensive shoes, Maori shoes and so on, Gucci. All those designer clothes.
Right.
And so many other things. It's not, all this doesn't show in his body. So if you go to his house, maybe you see girls. Maybe he lavish on girls.
So what should this friend do now? Besides
he
going
do?
to his house, what does he do going forward? Should he stop giving him money?
In as much as he's prayer friend and both of you are bachelors, you can spend time with him. I can follow him to his house. Friend, you go to his house. That is when you will discover. If you don't, you know whether maybe he spend weekend with you at a go hotel.
Yeah, well.
Very small thing you will- I hear now. There are people that go. There are people that just have lunch at a go hotel. Guess how much they spend? They spend $1 million plus. Just 2 people. How much is to lodge in a go hotel? In Oriental hotel, how much is their lodging there? How much is their snail? How much is their plate of meal?
Mr. Ben is talking from experience.
I'm telling you the truth. There are things people do just to please their girls. It's not the type of girls he keep, not the type of guys he keep. Maybe he's going out with all these celebrities.
And he's trying to
Keep up with the Kardashians.
They are friends that will gather where they will be eating and singing and dancing. Today, if it's each person's turn, he will spend nearly $1 million. Tomorrow, if you see another person's turn, all this and they are friends. You will know that these are not their level. You are just forcing yourself. Because all those ones where they are making money. And besides the salary, he said that this guy have
he has a lucrative business, a side hustle. Yes, he mentioned that.
This is my own thing.
Okay.
Right, thank you so
very
much,
Mr. Ben. He's made some very salient
find out
points.
what your friend, because I mean you have to know the root cause of the
this.
of why he's a lavish spender.
But wait, why is it my business how much he's spending?
That's because you're a good friend. You're seeing that this path that he's treading is to doom.
If you're a good friend and your friend is not a good friend to you, what do?
You take a back seat. But then again, we're saying here that we need to encourage each other and put each other on the right path. So yes, we have to do that.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Dre. I'm calling from Lagos.
Dre from Lagos. Dre, it's great to have you on the show. Talk to us, Dre.
Yeah, I love what the last caller said, but I'm just going to add to it.
Okay.
You know, I used to have a friend like that too, who he earns about 50% of what I'm earning. And most times he calls like that and like, oh, I need money, I need this, and like that. And I know obviously he earns more than I do. For me personally, I know how to cut, because when people do things often, they make it an habit. And when I discovered that it's becoming a bad habit, I cut it off. So one of the things the friend might actually do, in my own knowledge, is, number one, sometimes when you keep helping people, they may not understand that you're just trying to help them based on the relationship you have. You're actually straining yourself to do that as well. just to keep the relationship you have with them. So they keep having this impression probably you have more than they do and all that, and they don't know how to manage what they have. They even have more than you do. So what you have to do, or what I can advise the guy is, number one, try to always package up stories for sometimes too, for him to borrow you money. And if you cook up some like 2 or 3 stories, guy, I think it's like 300 people a time. I think he wants more family issue. Say, I want so my mother just call me now, just coming for house now. So by the time you self act like 2 or 3 times, instead of going to be, you can't have to get I just say it, I need to be seen. I never even 300 you understand? That much I will find out. You just choke.
Wisdom.
Because friends like that, you need to give yourself lumber. You don't understand. I'm telling you, because if you keep giving him, he'll keep coming to you. It's already an habit. He has that impression in his head, like, this guy became money. So anytime I need money,
my fall guy.
You're my short guy, my short plug, my short book. So you get, so by the time you don't give her like 2 or 3 lumber, I think it's like 300 or 500. You don't want to just come from house now and sort out. You can ask within that, guy, I don't say if you need about what 300 I want to sort out this thing now. By the time you ask him 2 or 3 times, he says the whole body. You understand? Yeah. So because you're trying to find out what he spend his money on, and all that, it's private life. So you might not actually.
Yeah, you might not find out. Really.
Yeah. So now you just know how you, with wisdom,
package yourself.
You package yourself. You just know how to tell now. Yeah, all right now.
All right. Thank you
Dre.
so much, Dre.
Thank you. This is good.
That's really
good. That's a very good idea. You know, it just reminded me of a friend of mine that said to me that there's one friend that always asks her for money, always comes and says, come and give me money, come on. So she too, now she got to a point, she said, she said, people always ask me for money, everybody, they will come, help me. So now, before you give her your own sad story, she will pause, I'm going through this. And by the time she sings all the songs, you self no go get my ask. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to spread negativity.
I want to be able to say, I have, or I don't have.
No, it's not even about I have or I don't have. I just don't want to be, first of all, even the problems you don't have, now you have to now start making it up so that the person doesn't ask you. I don't want to put that kind of thing in the air for myself. No.
Well, 070569000927 is the number to call. We have a young man here. In case you're just tuning in and you're wondering what we're talking about, it's family matters. And someone had sent a message because they listened in on Monday, and he goes thus: I was listening to Family Matters on Monday.
Let's call him Dennis.
Dennis sent us a message, pseudonamed. I was listening to Family Matters on Monday, and he made me write this to you. My case is a little different. It's about my friend.
Let's call the Collins.
He makes 3 times more than I do and even has a lucrative side hustle. But for some reason, Collins is always calling to ask for financial favors and loans. And the worst part is that I am always begging him to pay back the loans. Financial favors, because sometimes he will ask me to do some things for him that will cost me money. And I honestly don't have a problem with that. I mean, we're friends. I don't know what Collins spent his money on, but he is living above his means. I feel uncomfortable about asking him for my money. I mean, we're guys. He's supposed to understand now. And on top of that, when he pays, he sends the money in trickles. How do I get this to stop? Would it be fair to stop borrowing him altogether? Also, how do I help him manage his financials better? What do I do? You see that sending money in trickles? I cannot stand it. I sent you 50k. Send me back my 50k in a lump sum. Because you're not going to be doing that to me. I send 10k today, 15k tomorrow, 12k the day after.
Don't take me back.
At the back of my mind, I just need the money to be together so I can use it for something. And if you're a friend that has ever done this to someone else, please stop it. And if you're a friend that has experienced this, we want to know what your thoughts are on this. How did you manage the situation? Were you able to tell your friend off? Did you stop borrowing their money? How did you navigate through this?
Do you think you can help them?
Did you help them? Because there could be somebody out there that could help.
I feel like the person that can get help is someone that wants the help. This is
that knows that they are living above their means.
He says he clearly is living above his means, but what exactly does he do with the money? It's not my place to be asking you what you do with your money. Then again, if I see that you're going through the wrong path,
it's not. I don't know what their friendship is like.
It's not about that. If you have the audacity, the effrontery, and the effrontery to ask me to borrow you money all the time. I think I have earned the right to ask you what you're always doing with money. Yeah.
That is relatively true.
Someone says,
but if somebody is like your brother, you know, they're like friends are like brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like if I see you threading a different part, guy, you do.
How far now? So
especially if you're always asking me for
but
money.
then you now have to be careful because you don't want to go and say, guy, how far now? What do you always use money do? Because you always borrow money like alpha, and it now turns to because I can't ask you, Abi, because I my
think
guy.
Emotional intelligence has to now come to play in the way that you ask him, so that it's not like direct that you're asking him or probing what he's using for his money. If you are
friends and you are genuinely friends, you see, unfortunately, we describe acquaintances as friends.
That is so true.
So you really need to ask yourself if you're friends or you're more like an acquaintance to each other or acquaintances. You need to ask yourself that question because, my friend, are you really his friend? Someone says, Vicky from Ojo says, good morning, everyone in the studio. I think Collins is into serious gambling. Adebe. We have reached there. If he is not into serious gambling, maybe he has some side chicks or into hard drug intakes. There are other things.
I mean, there's that. No, there's that too.
There's that too. But you
living
would
above
know.
his means.
No. With the drugs, there's to an extent it starts to show.
Dennis will know if his friends into drugs.
Then finally says Dennis is just a good friend who really wants to help Collins. Dennis should please observe Collins very closely to know what he swallows. Spending above your means is not a good lifestyle at all.
So for Dennis to say he's spending above his means, I want to believe that it's some sort of a lifestyle situation. You know how you go out with friends and you really don't have a lot in your account, but you're about to keep up with the standard that has been
Jonases,
and you're like
up with the Kardashians.
Maybe somebody you're even trying to keep up with earns about 5 million and you earn 1.5, and then you now go to the club and then spend 250,000 naira on one champagne
because it is na your mate,
or one cognac, and you think it's na your mate,
on one champagne
because I'm like thinking about it now.
Champagne, that's what
champagne. I'm thinking about like, okay, if it's not in your budget, why then are you spending that much money? Why then? So it's obviously living la vida loca with other people that you don't need to leave La Vida Loca with.
Yeah.
I think he needs to change his kind of friends.
I absolutely
His friendships
agree.
are not the best friends. No, he's not
dealing with the best
I feel like
friends.
the only person that is a good friend to him is Collins at this point. It's Dennis, I beg your pardon.
So, here's the other thing, my friend. Dennis, don't be a menace.
Dennis the menace.
The best thing you can do for yourself right now, stop borrowing this person money, first off. From here on, you do have. They ask you. That's my opinion. This is what I think.
Right.
You might, because if you've gotten to the point, okay, someone's calling us. Their opinion might be better. Please call us back 0705 6900 You can leave us a WhatsApp message or voice note, a text, or you can call us on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number as well, 0705 6900 You know that thing I said about friendship and acquaintances. I feel like because we don't understand boundaries and we don't create boundaries, a lot of people take the piss. They take the meek out of you because this friend of his now came the first time, you gave him. Came again, you gave him. You need to ask yourself, are you making enough money to form a loan shark?
It's even giving... Dennis is Collins's friend, but Collins
is not Dennis's friend. Because
there's that.
If you give him money and they carry you come out, at least you go say,
you could not waiting they want to do with money,
and you go say at least he follow buy me something.
But now you don't even know.
You don't know.
You're a loan shark. Dennis, you're a loan shark. You're a loan shark. To be honest, you're a loan shark. Because if the only thing that he calls or anytime he calls you is actually to take money from you,
no, that's not.
If your relationship has not been for a long time, because there are some relationships that are really good, friendships that have been
I don't
for a
care
while.
how it spoils the moment you start. Number one, disrespecting my money, the small money that I have,
and I know that you earn more.
You
and
will
you
not
know
come
that
and
I
give me
earn less.
trickles. Do you know what it reminds me?
Do you understand?
I have a friend. Friend. friends is a strong word.
Okay, so use the right word.
I have I had
An
acquaintance, yes. And we used to be chill. I was on a project that she was part of the contestants.
Okay.
And I was the chaperone. That's how I got to know her. Fast forward, she gets a good job in a financial institution. Fast forward, she, on this particular day, we met up, and then she took me to a showroom.
Right.
And she was buying, state of the art freezer, television, gadgets on loan. Because she works. Yes, a lot of people in the financial institution, they because they know they earn that much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine,
Very
thank
well,
you,
thank you, sir.
Who are we speaking with?
My name is Additional.
Thank
Great
you
to
for
have
calling
on the
us.
show.
Where are you calling us from, sir?
I'm calling from Lagos, yeah?
All
Right,
right. Please go
fantastic.
ahead with your thoughts.
Well, that story, it's interesting the way we live these days. It is important right now to investigate every relationship you have. Life had gone beyond the time and the season where you just meet in school and you trust each other from there. You meet at work, you trust each other from there. You meet on the street, you meet at the gym, and diverse places, and relationships start from there. And then it goes on and on. You begin to commit a lot into each other's hands without knowing who you are dealing with. It is not only marriage that you need to investigate now. Even friendship should be investigated. That guy is relating with somebody he barely knows.
Right.
Yes. Because if you say you are close, your friend is your friend, he earns 3 times. All he knows about him is that he earns 3 times more than him. Maybe he doesn't know what he does when they are parted. He doesn't know what he does on weekends. He doesn't know. A lot of people are called in to talk about he might be into drugs, he might be humanizing, he might be doing all sorts of things, he might be living a lavish lifestyle, and that's exactly what is happening to him. He's doing projects. If you are doing projects, you tell your friend about the project. Now, guy, I am broke now because I did build one small house somewhere.
Absolutely. They're truly
You
your
step
friend.
down, key into it. So when I'm done with my home, maybe I'm learning my lessons from there. I don't want to tell you about it so much now. There's a way you carry people along. So, but these days, everybody's living fake. Only few people are being realistic now.
True.
My advice to the young man is to actually keep his funds to himself.
Okay.
A man who borrows money from you today will refuse to pay back. Where do you expect you to get another one next time? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh,
we could hear you loud and clear.
clear.
And your words were so, we're all taking it in
Profound,
because,
yes.
those are,
It's important.
honestly, that takes me to a question that we cannot answer today, but I will just mention it in passing. Know what the question is?
What is it?
Because he just said, the kind of friendships we're forming right now. My dear, where do we find good friends? Where do we meet people? You understand?
Solid people.
Solid people.
Because there's that solid. They have to be solid.
Well, sorry, we have to take one more call. Hello, good morning.
Okay, I actually called back.
Fantastic.
Yes,
we were
thank
here.
God.
We were
We're
listening to
suspecting.
everything that you were saying.
Okay. So, like I said, most relationships today is fake. And the only way you will be able to know whether you are in a fake relationship or not is to investigate. Do a quiet investigation.
Right.
There are 3 sides to every human being.
Tell us about it.
There is a side that the family of the person knows.
True.
There is a side that, friends knows that the family does not know.
True.
True that.
There is a side that is known to the person alone.
It's
Where's
only,
my
let's
Delta?
see. You couldn't have been more apt.
You are so apt
with
sir.
that.
This is so on point.
And the only way you can know the side that person only knows is to do a quiet investigation of what the person does when nobody is with him. It's important. That's why we fall victims these days of wrong relationship, wrong marriages, wrong this, wrong that, wrong everything. We no longer investigate.
Everything that we do today is online friend, online relationship, online this, online that, online. As if we don't have lives again. As if we don't have realities again. The person you met online lives somewhere. It's important you know where they live before you commit yourself into them. So my advice, because of our time this morning to that young man, is that let him keep his money to himself.
True.
The guy that does not want to open up to allow, and be sincere will not be sincere even if you want to advise him. You can advise somebody who is open to you, not someone who is hiding from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you,
can
sir.
advise
Please feel
someone
free
who's
to call
open to
again.
you.
Not the person who's hiding from you. On
Okay.
that
On that very
bombshell.
solid note, we
Yeah.
have got to go on a rather short break. When we come back, it'll be time for health and wellness, a continuation of a conversation that we had last week. I'll
here
keep you up
for
to
it.
speed. I know.
I'm here for it.
Be right back.
Super FM, radio safe haven. Your number one choice for music from the 80s. Now and tomorrow. FM.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a new day is dawning. New ideas, new rules.
To infinity
and beyond.
Well, this just got a little weird.
Who is this? We are Super FM.
When you hear the sound, you know we're about to begin health and wellness. Because that's quite an important and integral part of our lives.
Very much so.
I mean, I did say something one time. I said that when you're ill, the only thing that you think about is getting well. Not the money in the bank, not who thought about me or who is not thinking about me. You just want to be well.
This is exactly how I felt the whole of last week.
I know.
Like,
I just want to be well.
Okay. Yeah.
I know.
It was so crippling. I'm like, and so just sitting at a place and asking someone to do certain things for you, like, no, I want to do them myself. I'm an agile person. So when you're stuck at a place, it is torture.
You spent
Torture.
about 72 hours in the hospital, right?
Yes.
I spent 24 hours and it was the most craziest 24 hours of my life. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I want to leave here now. Like,
do you know how traumatic it
calm down.
was? I haven't been admitted in the hospital in over 25 years off the
Same
top
thing
of my
as
head.
me.
I'm like,
I'm
why?
like, what is going on?
But that's
Yeah,
why
but she's
health
good
and wellness
now.
is here. And yes, I'm so much better. I mean, I've been poking at you, haven't I?
Okay, so last week, I'm going to bring you up to speed with this.
Please.
If you
In fact, it's
didn't
you and
listen last week.
a favor that have been in the loop, Abby.
I know.
Please.
So health and wellness. Last week we talked about detox. Yes. Body detox. Is it healthy or is it just hype? And we did talk about what detoxing is, as it referred to a process of removing toxins from your body. Detox toxins from the body. And I did mention that when I see a lot of people sell stuff online saying, oh, you use this to detoxify your body. You use it to detox and everything. And I'm like, okay, first of all, do you know that your body detoxifies itself?
Please, hold on. Your student that was in this class, let her tell us. I want to hear how many things she took away from that conversation. Favor.
Okay, Favor, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm very well.
Fantastic.
Tell me
was
about
literally
what
in
you
awe
heard
throughout
from our
last
lecturer.
week.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Okay.
And I even put it to practice.
Oh,
because-
what did you
fantastic.
do?
That's
Yeah,
good.
I met a friend who was taking pills to
To lose weight.
Lose weight.
So I just told her what you just said now. that somehow your body detoxifies itself, right? And we made the research, and it was true. And we also learned that. I also personally picked that, sometimes most things that we take and we see on the internet, just roadside,
pills and all that,
pills and drugs,
concoctions.
So I learned that we can just do it the normal way: exercise, drink water. You mentioned that water.
Oh yes,
as
drink
well.
water.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's such a good student. She was listening attentively.
I can't see.
But were you listening attentively last week? Because we did get a message from Vicky from Ojoy, if I remember vividly, coming to tell us an actual story that happened with her husband.
Oh no!
She lost her husband because he was taking all these concoctions and then had a kidney failure.
Oh my!
And they had to go through dialysis for the longest time, and then he finally passed.
Oh, may he so rest.
And so
in peace.
I took that as a notion to say, you know what, I think we need to do the completion of this conversation. And so let me just run you through some of the things that I talked about last week, and then we pick up from the things that you can do that could help you.
So I'm going to say this. I can totally relate to this conversation because I've been big since I was 7 years old or so. I've never been a slim girl. And so on one hand, you hear all the badgerings and the negativity that people throw at you.
Right.
And that causes you to feel pressure sometimes. And that pressure allows for you to now start to think about, what can I do sharp?
Right.
Especially when they tell you that there's a sharp way to do it. Everything else is lost. Like, let's do it.
There's a video on social media on the Super FM Lagos. I mean, if you're not following us, why aren't you?
At Super FM Lagos.
That's
Instagram,
our handle on Instagram.
Twitter, TikTok.
Where I was explaining how I lost someone who I knew, a neighbor who I knew.
Yes, I did see that.
A neighbor had passed because she had been taking all of this concoctions that she got from a house man and then drank it. And I mean, she bought from these roadside vendors, drank it, and then she passed, apparently, with a liver problem, and a year after. So her body literally rejected it, and her liver was just going off on her, and she passed. She died, literally. So let me just touch base with the things that detoxifies itself in your body. Your liver detoxifies itself.
Yes.
Your kidney does the same.
Absolutely.
So does your lungs.
Absolutely.
Your skin, your cologne. So technically, unless there's poisoning or organ failure, your body does not need extra help to detox.
It's important to mention that they detoxify themselves, especially if you are doing the right thing. Eating healthy, drinking healthy.
Drinking more water, eating fruits
you've
and
got
veggies.
great skin, Chioma. It's water. You can testify to
this one and water.
Me and water, we are two peas in a pod.
Okay.
So note that it is these things, your liver, your kidney, your lungs, your skin, your colon, they're supposed to detoxify themselves, but only if you're also helping it by doing the right things.
And I was talking about the healthy detox habits that you can come up with, drinking more water, eating more veggies, and I think eating more fruits and veggies, taking lemon or lime, taking lemon water in the morning. That is mixing your water with a bit of lemon and just consuming that. Fasting and intermittent fasting, green smoothies, herbal teas, green tea, exercise, sweating, because exercise and sweating actually helps you detox your skin. Right. So does cutting out alcohol, sugar, processed food. Adequate sleep was also something I mentioned. When you sleep, your body repairs and removes waste during deep sleep. Did you know that? Yes. You know why she's saying shade? Because this young woman
don't put me. I'm not the.
No, I'm gonna use you as a case study.
Don't use me as a case study.
Sleeps. Yes, because your body repairs and I'd say removes all the waste during this deep sleep. So how often do you take that rest? How often do you sleep? Because it's important. As much as we think that, oh yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm gonna be all right. This. See, you don't got it too. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't got it. You have to sleep. You have to rest. And I mean, I did talk about that concoction that woman took, but people do detox concoctions in Nigeria, especially. Now, flat tummy water. Detox flat tummy water or detox tea. Yes, I'm talking to you. Why?
Do you know that
you can drink water?
And so when I was a younger girl and had to deal with all of being big and being, told
on
all
the big
sorts
side
of stuff,
yeah,
I realized that there was a time they told me, go and take a lot of lime or lemon.
And that thing is not... See.
Do you know that can cause you gastritis? Because
yes, it can.
The gas, the acid is very acidic. Lime and lemon. I'm not saying don't take it at all, but you need to find a good balance and have more water than lime or lemon.
I would not even say lime. Lemon is like best, because I can take lemon on its own, like as something like maybe a shot or something. I can take lemon, but you see lime, you have to, the more water you have to, if you only have lime, if you only have access to lime, all you need to do is more water, very less lime. Very small quantity is rather important. But let's go on a rather short break. When we come back, it is still health and wellness right here on your One Family, One Radio.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
If you're thinking of financial freedom today, tomorrow, or even retirement, and a future that is financially secure amongst our families, join us every Monday to receive improve and sponsor access ARM. It's every Monday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. only on Super 92.7. One Family, One Radio.
Real Estate Matters with the Real Estate Doctor and his co-host, King Ray, on Super FM 92.7 Lagos. Every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. This show brings you an understanding of the business of real estate. Follow us on our socials at real_estate doctor and at ray.realtor for sponsorship and advertisement. Call us on +234 802 735 1727. Powered by Media House Promotions. Real Estate Matters, only on Super FM 92.7, where real estate matters. 92.7 Super FM.
We are still on health and wellness right here on 92.7 Super FM, your One Family, One Radio. And yes, you can join in, you can chime in, you can send a WhatsApp message, you can call in as well. All you need to do is grab your phone right now and punch the numbers 0705 6900927. 0705 6900927 is the number to call, or 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711 is yet another number to call. And we're talking about the harmful and risky detox concoctions in Nigeria, precisely because we're bringing it back home.
Yes, so
now for those that have been taking agbo, agbo jedi, agbo ba, agbo kini, agbo fat, agbo slimming, please see. The reason why medicine exists is for portionings, right? Because with all of these agbos that you see people sell and you consume, there is no perfect measurement for it. They literally just take the bottle and they just use their eyes. Okay, it's enough. What's that? So, I mean, all of this excessive herbal concoctions that people drink nowadays is something that we need to take cognizance of. Like, please, just run away from it as much as possible.
Listen,
run away from it as much as possible because you do not need it.
I'm going back to teas because that's one thing that we have. They've shared so many teas for us. I remember I had, and sometimes people do it with love. In their mind, they're trying to just help you.
Right.
But the sad thing is sometimes what you don't know is you don't know what is in those teas. I had this tea that was given to me and I was like, in fact, there was a time they would just give me and I'll just keep them. I just throw them somewhere. My sister would say, oh, these teas. I'm like, sis, I'm not drinking them. Because I tried this tea some years ago and every time I had it, my tummy will churn. I will be in so much pain. Look, all these teas that they give you and they tell you take it every day, and then you're
Flat
using,
tummy
you're
tea,
doing
detox
number
tea.
2 every single
day. No, you're
Yeah.
stealing. No, you're doing more harm than good
because
to your
remember,
body.
your body is supposed to take a certain level of calories per day. But if it's coming in to go out just the same a few times over, you
Then
find
there's
out that
something
you are killing yourself more than you're helping yourself. So when we talk about these things, we're not beating down the herbal. There's still herbal vegetables and leaves that are herbal and very good for the body.
Oh, absolutely.
But
The measurements.
Number 1,
How
know
much-
what you are drinking or eating. 2, know why you're drinking
What's
or
the
eating
reason
it.
why?
3, actually, let's go. 3 should be number 1. Know your body.
Yeah. Know
Because
your
what
body
you
type.
take that works for you
may not
might
necessarily
not work
work
for me. So know your body to know if it works with your body. We talked about it superficially the other day about perfumes, how you can use a perfume
and my skin
you
will
can use a perfume and it will work, it smell great on you. I can use the same perfume and it might not smell great on me.
because we have different
'Cause we have skin types
and
even
skin scents. Your scent is different from mine. So a perfume that would be beautiful on you may be awful on me.
maybe yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the toxins in your body as they come out, they actually
Interfere.
have their own smell. So if they now interact with a perfume that might be great, yeah.
Well, I mean, drinking agbo and all of this herbal bitter herbs can lead to dehydration, liver damage, or interfere with medications.
Have you wondered what they used to mix these agbos, including the water?
Is the way,
Including the
'cause
water they use for the
general,
concoction.
there's a general agbo in a big thing. There's a general agbo, and then after the general agbo is done, they'll now have small bottles of I don't know what.
Yeah.
Oh,
You literally just see them pour this in and
one
pour
is,
that
and
in
they
and
keep
pour
taking
this
it
in and pour that
shots,
in
and you're wondering what is really going on. Oh, have you ever seen someone mix dry gin with garlic or lemon for burning belly fat? Oh, you haven't? Yeah, that exists.
I thought we all know that alcohol is really not.
It doesn't do anything to your body.
So
it
you're
doesn't
not
burn
using-
belly fat.
You are just
It sends
systematically
toxins to your
getting
liver
high.
and stomach. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
You're an alcoholic.
you. We listen.
We don't judge.
We're
But
just telling
see,
you. It's
that's
a
what you're
dangerous
doing.
trend.
See,
and it will work adversely for you.
it stresses your body
Especially
out.
if
Stresses your body out. Alcohol stresses your body. Know this and know peace.
I know somebody who, when she takes alcohol 2-3 days, her skin starts to heat up from the outside and turn red. I'm not
Wow.
telling you from far. I'm
Know
very
your body.
aware
Know
of this
your
person.
body. That brings us back to that. Know thy body.
This to your stomach, they're toxic to your entire body because, of course, if your liver and your stomach are giving you issues, hello, kidney is like
Just right around the corner.
Yeah. Before you know it, you'll be wondering how it got that complicated. Now, small it starts. And you might take it the first time. Oh, it's not that bad. So it's not that really, but it's not bad. See, accumulation. It builds.
It keeps going.
It keeps going.
Oh, talking about accumulation. It didn't happen in the first month of that woman taking that
No.
thing. It happened
In fact,
year after.
She
So
was
you may think
she was shedding weight and she was looking
she was
good on the
happy.
outside. She didn't know she was dying on the inside.
So you may see all of this Instagram posts on social media. Oh, this person, yeah, but see right, this one, that one, and they will send you a 5-liter keg and say, take for 3 months. See, you would see the changes. I tell you for free, you would see it. You would see that you're losing weight, or you may drop 2 dress sizes. But I would try to look for you 2 years after. You may be a shadow of yourself. Chances are, if you don't stop it now,
you're losing weight and losing other things.
you're going to lose your life at the end of the day. To be brutally honest, you're going to lose your life.
So-
You're going to die. I think that losing your life is a very...
No, you have to be. You are going to unalive yourself. You have to keep it. Be gentle. Be
No.
gentle. I know that
See.
we're trying to push. We're trying to hammer it in your head that look, it's the
See.
small things.
The risks?
Do you know the funny thing? And I'm going to say this that's going to be a little, what's the word, controversial. Those things you're doing to your body. The person who is smoking their cigarette, which is not good, might end up becoming healthier than you, last longer than you. That's how bad these concoctions that you're putting into your system
You are
is.
what you eat. You are what you drink. You can tell on your
Yes.
skin if you're not eating or drinking right. And
So-
you're talking about the churning. These are the risks. Stomach ulcers
Stomach
and
ulcers,
cramps.
cramps.
Even hormonal imbalance.
Oh yes. Oh. I know a friend who was taking one of these concoctions, and over time, the hormones just went upside down. Her periods were just irregular. It was now something she had to start treating.
Can you imagine?
She had to
So
leave
you were
this
well
year, started
before,
treating.
and you started taking something that caused you another ailment. No.
So
no.
we're wondering though, what's the wildest detox combination you have heard about, or you have tried, or you have taken? Me, I'd like to know.
That's a good. That's a
What's
good
the- what's
question.
the wildest
though.
one you have done yet?
Hey.
When I was younger, when I was a child, they used to it was the pressure, it was the abuse, it was the everywhere you go. That time, like I said, now they are nice. Now they just call you fat. Fat wasn't an insult. They call you Orobo, Omiliku, 17, 18, 19, Bogodo. They called you all sorts. I'm telling you.
No
and
way.
as a child, you just felt like you didn't fit in. I remember in secondary school, and I'm not going to call anybody's names out, we'll be taking walks, and then they'll cross the gutter. And I can see I can cross that gutter. And they say, don't jump, you will fall, you will die. You will fall inside the gutter. Because they felt like I couldn't carry
I
myself.
don't know, for the longest time, I was the designated fat friend.
Oh, yes.
all my
I
friends,
was
all my
always that
friends.
person. Vicky from Ojo says, good morning, everyone, once again. In fact, when I see people selling all these concoctions, my adrenaline becomes high because these people have indirectly killed many Nigerians.
Absolutely.
I saw a woman who sells native concoction, Agbo, adding another English medicine inside the Agbo containers.
What?
The woman never knew I was observing her. Immediately, the woman noticed. She hid the medicine. I just did. That's a hiss. And continued my waka.
Because, I mean, you can imagine someone putting, because I know that I've seen something of such, antibiotics. Yeah, antibiotics. This woman had opened some and put it in there, and she was shaking it. And the person was there watching her, and then they put it in small containers and then sent, and the man drank it. I'm like, do you know what you just consumed? Are you privy to all of the things that they had to do to get this concoction that you drink? We need to be very careful because your health is important, and we are just trying to put ourselves out there to ensure that we give you all of this info.
Yes. Vicky goes on to say, when my husband was seeing his nephrologist for follow-up on of his kidney disorder before he passed, a nurse there was trying to also introduce my husband to a kind of detox and cleanser that help the kidney to function well. When I go through all the medicals on the bottle
Chemicals.
of the when I went through, she meant to say, when I went through all the chemicals on the bottle of this detox, I quickly said no, because it has ingredients that interfere with his other drugs. But my stubborn husband insisted on buying it. He took it and I trashed it. Here's another thing. That's I said. You see, you need to know your body. You need to know what works for you. So when I was at a hospital, I was a different kind of patient. Yeah,
I was questioning
they knew.
everything. What is this?
I said, the first thing I said was, for even when I was like half seeing the stars and half talking to them, I'm like, hold on, listen. I need to know everything you're giving to me before you give it to me. I need to know the result of the test. Listen, you need to make sure that what are you about to give me? What is it for? Okay, don't give me this. They actually gave me something that made me hallucinate.